Hello everybody and welcome back into this awesome Russia game we are continuing to play. In this video, we do a little bit of planting woods, a little bit of Eiffel Tower, and a little bit of Earth Goddess, and you mix them all together and you get an awesome culture game. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Just before we hop in, of course, all the like and subscribe buttons are around if you want to hit those and you want to make sure you don't miss any of the other videos. Mostly though, I just finished watching the January 2021 DLC update for the Frontier Pass, and that video is now live. If you have not seen my reaction to that video, go check it out right now and then come back to this one because I'm so excited for preserve. Imagine if we had preserves in this game, man. Okay, I'm so excited for all of it. So go check out that video. I'm very stoked to be able to play with the new update soon. I hope you guys are excited for it as well. You know what? Let's just hop in. Let's just hop in and finish off. We're not done yet. This is part 3 of 4. But let's continue towards the finish line in this Russia game. VB is back in the game as Russia, having a good time. Thank you guys so much for all the support on this series. Episode 1 is approaching around 1,000 views now. I think maybe just north of 800 as the time I'm recording this. I just put out episode 2 as well, and the response to that has been amazing. So just a big ol' passionate thank you from VB over here. I can't believe I locked in this Forbidden City instead of trying it down here, but I'm hoping civil engineering and it's plus 15% towards wonders will help me build these two. I'm a little less worried about the Taj Mahal and a little more worried about the Forbidden City. I think the Forbidden City is more useful than the Taj Mahal though, so I don't know. I suppose we're just going to hope that we get both of these. The problem with all these national parks is it doesn't leave a lot of room for us to put down districts. I'm going to throw a Lavra here and probably a theater square here once we can get rid of this farm. I'm going to have to plant woods on these tiles. You can't put any improvements on the tiles you're hoping to use for your national parks, but you can put woods down when you can plant them, so we'll probably do that. And there's also a pretty decent campus up here. I'll wait for the campus. I need as much faith as possible, and we need it quickly because getting your faith up as quickly as possible banks it up and saves it. So when we do have naturalists, we can put down these national parks right away. All right, we are good to put skyscrapers in to give us production for all the wonders. Theater Square, Holy Sites, campuses, still helpful. At some point, we're going to get to Grand Opera, and we're definitely going to want to put Grand Opera in, especially because we have high population cities. So we just need to be on the lookout for that. Everything else here, though, is good for now, I think. I'm going to go to Opera and Ballet to get that Grand Opera card, and then I'm going to come straight up to Conservation here so we can start putting our national parks down, start planting woods, and all of that good stuff. I was hoping to scout more with the swordsman, but our open borders ran out, and I can't renegotiate them when we've been denounced, unfortunately. So it means the swordsman is just kind of off just in the middle of nowhere right now, so that sucks. Also, Saladin is determined to take Nalanda. There's not much I can do to stop it. I'm just hopeful that these muskets can kill this bombard, but otherwise, it's going to be a slow burn of Nalanda here. Okay, so we just discovered Hercules. Now, this is a pretty big deal because we have quite a few theater squares that need to go down. They're going to take 50 turns up here. Where's the other one? There's another one going down somewhere. It's only 3 turns here now, 12 turns here. And then we have some Lavras we want to put down. We have a dam that needs to go down. Getting Hercules will allow us to build spaceports later. Just because we're going for a culture victory doesn't mean we don't want to also build a spaceport with the Earth satellite so we can see the whole world. So I really want to go for Hercules. Now, has anyone else got him? No one's got Hercules. So we're going to go immediately in Moscow after this university, straight for Hercules. I really do love the Holy Site bonus, but I think right now the extra culture from Grand Opera, we'll see how much it is. It might not be quite worth it yet, but we're just going to have to find out. I think the extra culture from Grand Opera is going to be helpful. It's only 1! Damn it. Well, I mean, this city's going up to 15 soon, so that'll be better. Some of these cities will get to 15 shortly. We're going to put a few more farms down. I thought that was going to be better than it was. That's all right, though. I shall be purchasing an art museum in Moscow just to have that done so we can start collecting points for great artists. And then we are going to devote to Hercules and try and grab him right away. We're going to keep our open borders with anyone we can just to make sure we're getting that extra 25% tourism boost. We're already at 119 tourism, so that is perfect. We should check in on the victory condition as well. We are winning the culture game, although an unmet player is not too far behind either, so we do want to make sure we're staying ahead there. If we are going to get Hercules, I want to stop building these 2 theater squares because they're going to get finished by Hercules, right? So instead, we can go and grab a... You know what? Let's finish... No. All right, never mind. Let's, just because it's not that much production, let's finish this one here. We'll stop building one in Vologda, because that'll need to be finished. We'll put walls up in Vologda, just to make sure we're good on the defense there. Then this theater square can finish. Hercules can finish this one. Maybe this dam. I don't really want to use Hercules for a dam, but I got other things I want to build here, too. Oh, boy. I'm going to leave the dam in production for now. You know what? No, I'm not. I think building that dam is fine. You stop that. You build a granary for now. I'm going to grab cartography quick, and then I think I'm going to buy a boat unit in Solakamsk here, and just have him go and meet the other people in the game. For the, one, so we can see everyone else, but also for the era score, because I think we want another golden age here if we can, especially if we're going to be able to get Taj Mahal. I think that'll be very helpful for us. Ooh, we want to use all of our Diplo favor for theater squares here. We're putting down a lot of theater squares. The quicker we can build buildings in those theater squares, the better. Hey!
My man!
We got it. Awesome. So that should make this real quick. This was like 24 turns. Now it's 10. Yeah. So that's awesome. We're going to be pumping out these art museums and archaeological museums now. Perfect. Romeo and... Have you guys ever seen the Romeo and Juliet movie? Like the modern... Like it's set in the 90s and it's Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh my god, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't at all have a big military right now, so I'm going to take conscription out. I'm going to put limes in. Walls will give us tourism. It'll also help us if Scythia decides she wants to fight us later. If we can get medieval walls in some of these cities, well, that card's in that might be helpful, as well as just building regular walls in these cities. If we can do that in 2 or 3 turns instead of 6 or 7, I think it's worth it for now. All right, so I am going to take Geneva from Tamaris and then finish up in Chinguetti here. Mulan, interesting. Where is Geneva? Oh, Geneva's way up here. Okay. Fascinating stuff. 15% science when we're not at war. So we're not at war right now. So 15% science is good. Awesome stuff. As suspected, we lost the we lost the Forbidden City. The good news though is I can build this archaeological museum in 2 turns, and then we will indeed be able to boost natural history. But it's rather unfortunate. Next step along the way here is the Eiffel Tower and steel. I guess if we're going for steel, we don't really need to put all these walls in. Either way, going for the Eiffel Tower is how we're going to get appeal across our empire. Certainly want this +5 Lavra. I should probably chop it out, though. How much for a builder? 30 turns for a builder. I think we're just going to have to get rid of the woods, unfortunately. I'm going to buy Himiko back for 700 faith, and I'm going to take Himiko and run her across the world, I think. Actually, instead of doing that, we can just teleport her here. Once Himiko goes across the world, she'll meet some new city-states, and if we can choose a city-state on the other side of the world for a little bit of vision, I think that's probably helpful. So we're going to use Hercules on this Lavra, this dam, and this theater square will be our 3 picks with Hercules. China, hello! How are you, man? How you doing? How are we doing, China? Do you wanna delegate? Oh yay! Do you wanna be friends? Okay, never mind. Close though. Close. Alright, so we did get the Taj Mahal though. Taj Mahal good, Forbidden City not. You take 1, it's fine. It's all good. Woo! We at least got this though. That's gonna be a lot of era score for the rest of the game. A little bit of culture, a little bit of tourism, all that good stuff, but actually, not a little bit of culture, just a little bit of tourism. But we are going to get the era score for the rest of the game, which is awesome. That is going to help us stay in a regular age or go up to a golden age. All right, so that theater square is now complete. Good stuff. And then we'll teleport you up to the dam. So we are 8 turns away from naturalists, which means we're going to need a lot of builders. Probably have to buy them. We're going to need a lot of builders to actually plant all the woods that we're talking about here. And we need to chop out the rainforest as well. So I'm going to put in the public works card. I'm also going to try and sell some of our amenities to the people we meet on the other side of the world. Or some of our luxury resources, just so we can have a little more gold income here. Uh-oh, big flood in Moscow. No good, very bad. Okay, repair the university. That just needs to be repaired. That's all good. Okay, that's not too bad. Better than I thought it was going to be. Time to make sure we have open borders with China and make sure that's all good. Why is he charging so much for it? These people hate me, man. Tamaris has not denounced us again, so I'm going to go in for open borders here. Hercules is just going to be a scout now and come through here and start scouting the rest of the world. You can see that the Oracle setup with the Theater Square and Pingala with grants, plus all the other theater squares we have around, are giving us a huge advantage here. We have 30 great writer points per turn, 25 great artist points per turn, and 15 great musician points this turn, and it's so easy. I mean, 16 is the next closest great writer, which is half, and then 1 great artist point, that's great scientist, sorry. 1 great writer point is next below that. 3, 4 compared to 15, 25, and 30. So we're just going to get all the great people. All right, Mrs. Scythia. You trying to spy on us? You trying to spy on us? Ask for promise. Please do not spy on me. Yes, you're right. Good. We do need to build our spies, though. We need 1 more promotion with Victor, and then we'll be able to build our spies with free promotions, which is exactly what we're hoping for. Nalanda held on for a hot minute. I think she's done skis now, unfortunately. What is good, though, is we are going into a golden age next era, so we might be able to flip Nalanda to become our city, which is at least a highlight. We found Samarkand up here, which would be a good spot for Himiko to go if Himiko wasn't currently on the other side of the world. Ooh, they raised it. Now that's fascinating because it opens up a chance for us to settle that city. So they couldn't keep it with loyalty, so they just got rid of it. There's definitely a settle here. Interesting. Okay, we're going to have to keep that in mind. There's definitely a settle there. Our first national park is going to be enough era score to put us over to the Golden Age, and we're going to build that one right up here, which is great for us, especially because these cities don't have enough amenities up here. Putting national parks up here will help with that. With that being said, though, do you have any duplicates that we don't have? Diamonds? You want diamonds for tea, maybe? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, bud. Good stuff. You want to be friends, Mr. Saladin? No? Do you want embassy? Yeah, okay. That's a start. It's a start. Ooh, enemy stealing tech from us. Fascinating. That's fine. I don't mind when the enemies steal tech because it doesn't, like, destroy anything in our empire, and I don't trust the enemy AI enough to do anything with that extra tech they're getting, so that's fine. Now we've unlocked naturalists. Naturalists are a big breaking point in the game. There's a few reasons for this. First, you can put down national parks. This is what I was talking about earlier. You need to have faith in the bank to buy your first couple naturalists because they start out at 600 and they get more expensive every time. So you need a couple of national parks ready to go down. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we can put down right away. 6 that we can put down right away. All right, and some of them we'll get later, and we'll talk about that in a second. But you need to be able to just right away buy a naturalist and put down a national park there. Also, the next thing now our conservation allows you to do is plant woods. So when you plant woods, you can't use those woods to then chop out for certain things. But what you can see here, though, is planting woods will give you the appeal still. So if we plant woods here, it'll help with the appeal of the adjacent tiles. So what we're going to do now is put the builder card in. I think it's called Public Works. And we're just going to spam builders everywhere. And we're going to chop out every single jungle on the map to get rid of the negative appeal and plant woods anywhere we can. That way all these tiles will be Earth Goddess tiles and they will be valid national park tiles as well. Wouldn't mind trying to get Christo, although we probably won't get it, but also big fan of urbanization, so we'll head there. We might be far enough ahead in the culture tree actually that we'll get Christo before anyone even discovers it. Yeah, Public Works here, plus 30% production towards builders and 2 extra things is perfect. We're not building any wonders, so that's awesome there. See, this is exactly what I was hoping for with Himiko. You just come across the map, find some city-states. I'm just gonna Suze this one up, and we'll get some vision about what's over here. All right, first national park going down. Awesome stuff. Plus 5 era score. Every national park from here will still give era score. Also, you get amenities from the national parks depending on the appeal, so it'll help with these amenity problems in some of these cities. So we know we can buy another naturalist here. You can see they're getting a little more expensive. We know we can buy one here as well, and we know we can buy one right here. So that should be 3 more national parks next turn, and that'll be awesome. We snagged the great scientist that reveals oil, which kind of sucks because now this national or this Seaside Resort is out of the picture, but we do have some oil lying around. We have some right here as well. We'll think about whether or not we want to grab that later if we need the oil for anything, but it kind of sucks that this Seaside Resort is done. I also didn't realize that I had the resource icons turned off for whatever reason. Because the national parks give us so much era score and we're so close to the next era, I'm actually going to wait to put these national parks down. Going over on the era score here isn't going to help us do anything. But if I don't go over and I just hold at 139, we get the golden age, then next era I start out with like 15 free era score from the national parks, and that'll be awesome. Like I said earlier, just planting woods everywhere, increasing. This is getting a lot more green now. These tiles were they were gray before, and this one was red before. So you can see what we're doing here. It's working a little bit. I'm going to chuck an entertainment complex right here in between these two theater squares, make them both better, help with some of the amenity problems. We're probably not going to have amenity problems after these national parks go down. Plus, when we get Eiffel Tower, that'll be a whole nother thing. We also should look out for another great engineer that'll build wonders for us so we can try and buy that with faith. And this should be the turn of the era. Another golden age feels good. I think we get one more monumentality, do we not? Man, monumentality for the builders right now would be sick. Everyone else not in a golden age. No more monumentality, that's fine. What do we want to pick here? Campus districts giving us production is interesting. And production towards wonders is interesting as well. Reform the coinage is also nice. None of these are particularly amazing. I think Heartbeat of Steam will be the best we can do though, so we'll grab that. Now that that's done though, we can just grab our national parks everywhere we are grabbing them, which is awesome for us. Now sometimes the game will have different ideas of where to put them than where you put your pins. That's fine if you don't want to like swap all the tiles around. But you can see they're giving us 4 era score every single time we put one down, so it was definitely worth waiting until the next era. Victor has Embrasure now, so I'm going to move Victor to Moscow where there's a little bit more production. Moscow is Magnus, that's totally fine. Magnus can get out of here. Magnus can head anywhere where there's lots of jungle to chop. Yeah, Novigrad has loads of jungle to chop, and we're going to have to get rid of all of that, so that's fine. And then once Victor with Embrasure is here, we can build spies in Moscow, and that'll give our spies a free promotion. Wilhelmina!
My man!
Hello! Hi, how are you? You'll be nice to us for sure. Yeah, embassy's good. Friendship? No, okay, but, wait. We do want open borders with you, though. We do want open borders with you. Thank you. Much love. All right, so Wilhelmina is going to be kind of our first friend here, which is awesome. You are happy to accept the friendship. I do want an alliance with you. Let's call it a research alliance for now. She'll pay us a little bit of money for it. I just want to start getting those alliance points on the board. The more we're allied with other people, the more likely other people are to be friendly to us, which is exactly what we're hoping for. We also need to actually discover where all these people are so we can start sending trade routes to them. Probably from Solamsk or Solikamsk, because the harbor will extend the trade route range, so we'll have to figure that out. We're probably going to need to build a neighborhood in St. Petersburg. I also find it interesting that the Apadana isn't done yet, so I think we'll go for that soon. I think we'll grab one builder, because we need the builders to chop and put woods down more than anything right now. And then I think after that, we'll go for this neighborhood. And we'll chuck that +5 right here. The woods here aren't going to do a whole lot for us, I don't think. So that's not a bad spot for them to go. The neighborhood to go. Oh, now China. Now China's angry with us. Maybe that was the wrong play. Maybe that was the whole wrong idea. Let's get some more. Oh, she has lots of stuff we don't have. So these are all extras. Do we have any extras she doesn't have? She's going to give us one of each of her extras for 1 ivory. That is the best deal I've ever had in my life. There we go. Another national park down, another 4 era score, more amenities, more tourism. Life is grand. 216 tourism isn't so bad for this point. Wilhelmina has been ravaged by a natural disaster. I'm not going to give her any money, but I am going to upvote this so the AI diverts a lot of their resources over there instead of focusing on us. If you're not going to use the extra appeal of your woods that you're placing down for national parks, you'll still get the Earth Goddess Faith from the high appeal, but you can also just put lumber mills down, and that's how we're going to get enough production in some of these cities to build the Eiffel Tower, to build Christo, is just by putting a bunch of lumber mills down on the woods we plant. The only thing is we just need lots of builders. So we are building builders anywhere we can. One here, one here, one here. Just bought a builder. We need to get rid of all of this garbage, and we need to put woods and lumber mills all over the place. And chuck down another national park right there. Awesome stuff. I hate this game. Eleanor is the worst. I hate her so much. I'm glad she's not near us, but God, do I hate Eleanor. I'll be friendly for the sake of being friendly, but she's got 239. Yeah, she's got 239 culture. Oh, God. Do you want some Diplo favor for some of your things? Here, I want to take these 3 paintings. I'll give you 157. You want to buy this stuff from her before she decides she wants to go for a culture victory. 2 of them? Yeah, you'll do it for 2. 200 gold. Yeah, that's worth it for 2, just to slow her down, if anything. How much space do we have? We have lots of space for things. That's fine. We're going to buy all her stuff. Gonna grab another commercial hub down here. It's not the best commercial hub ever, but it will give us another trade route, which we're going to need anyway. Big Boy National Park going down. You love to see it. We need as much Diplo favor as possible here, so we need to get some more alliances on the books so we can buy some of that. We can buy some of those great works from Eleanor. See, no one wants to be friends with me still. Big sad. All right, Eleanor will be friends with us now. I feel dirty being friends with Eleanor, but for this point in the game, it's worth it for us. We're going to grab an alliance with her as well. We'll call it a religious alliance because she might pay us a little bit for it. And then we're just going to take all that extra Diplo favor, and we're just going to throw it right back into buying great works from her. We got the first circumnavigation with Hercules, which is awesome. We are 33 turns, and we're already well on our way to another golden age, so that's awesome for us. Scythia taking advantage of open borders, I think we'll be fine. We can also just build armies too. We're getting steel in 5 turns. She won't be able to take any of our cities once that happens. Although, you know what? Let's just grab 1-turn walls here. I'm not sure what her plan is in St. Petersburg. That's a little scary though. Next up for us is democracy, so we'll head there. After the neighborhood, we are going to build Christo here, so that's fine for us. And then we're going to plant woods and lumber mills all around Christo, so that's fine. I do want to head towards cultists. Not because I think we particularly need cultists, but there is another city here we're going to be able to take that's flipping to us. And if I can flip that just a little bit faster. Also, cultists are going to give us relics. So what we want to do now is we want to make sure all of our great works of writing are outside of our old god obelisks and inside an amphitheater somewhere. That way, when we get all of our relics here, they're going to go into the old god obelisks, or else we wouldn't be able to get them. I'm going to take Hamiko and I'm going to look around France's empire. I want to know what wonders she's building, just because she has high enough culture to be building the Christo as well, so I just want to make sure she's not. I'm going to put skyscrapers in. I think we just need a few more builders with public works. We just have so much tile work to do that the extra build charges are so valuable right now. I don't think it makes much of a difference on the Christo at this minute. We are starting Eiffel Tower in 4 turns though, so we'll switch it after Scorched Earth is done. All right, time to build a spy over in Moscow. We've been waiting for a little bit here, but this spy, because we have Victor down to Embrasure, this spy is going to be getting free promotion, and hopefully it's steel tech or something like that. But I guess we're pretty far ahead in science over the AI, so maybe just some kind of counter spying one will be fine too. All right, so that neighborhood's giving us a little bit of extra housing here, which went from 15 turns to grow to 3. I normally don't like building neighborhoods, but when you have this high population, you don't really have a choice. Another national park going down. We need to hit democracy, and then we need to go straight for rock band so we can start rocking the socks off of everyone. All right, we're going to speed up the descent of this city a little bit. Wait, did it lose loyalty in Solo? I want it to lose loyalty in this city right here. What? That doesn't make sense. This is our Eiffel Tower tile because the oil is on this tile now. Maybe it's a good thing that the Forbidden City didn't go down. We don't have an Eiffel Tower tile in... Oh, we have one in Moscow, actually. Moscow will be our Eiffel Tower city. I lied. Okay, we can put woods here then. I don't want to use any of my Diplo favor for anything in here, no matter how good it might be for us. I just want to save it all to buy great works from Eleanor. You can see how much greener some parts of our empire are where we're planting woods. It's not perfect yet. We're getting there, though, but you can see how much greener we're getting. We're already at 254 faith. We were at like 180, 190 before we started this whole project, so the extra Earth Goddess is helping. Then I come to Saladin, make sure we have our open borders done now that they're expired. That's perfect. We need to get some trade routes. We have a market coming down. I'm going to have to buy a trader in Solikamsk and then send it across, ideally to Montpellier. So we're going to take Hamiko and try and scout out some of this land. Seaside resorts are next for us, although there is some stuff along the way I think I might want to get. If I just click, one second, if I just click Seaside resorts, yeah, it's taking me through a variety of different things. Let's grab a stock exchange first, then up to Seaside resorts for us. Saladin is happy with us now, so let's head in there. We shall be getting an alliance here too. Let's call it economic. That's fine. I want to save my culture alliance for Tamaris if we ever need it. That way, if we're in a dark age, which I highly doubt is going to happen, but I want to save my culture alliance for the person who's near us, because culture alliances nullify the loyalty penalties between the civs, and so that's genuinely helpful if you are in a dark age and the person next to you is in a golden age. Sweet, public works card is coming out, and we are going to put the wonder card in. Public works will go back in once we have democracy, but for now we are going to start on, we're going to build Christo here. We're going to start on Eiffel Tower in Moscow. I'm going to actually lock that in just to make sure we're all good to go here on that tile. Finish the spy, then start building the Eiffel Tower. I think it's fun every once in a while to have a water park, so I shall be putting a water park down. Just, you know, a few more amenities, but also just because I think it's fun sometimes to do something a little different. So this tile here, this tile, these are all Seaside Resorts tiles, these flatland tiles, so it's really important that we chop all the rainforest off of them. You can see we're already getting the appeal up high enough so that when we put Seaside Resorts down, they are eligible for it. Feel kind of bad taking a couple turns off every turn, but I do want as many cities as possible. It's not going to be a good city, but it is going to be a free theater square, which is definitely something I'm interested in. Also, we can buy Hercules back, so I do want to do that. Let us rebuy... Hercules was Moscow, correct? Can I not buy Hercules back? It's a new era. 850. Oh, it's just because there's a unit here. Yeah, we can. We're going to buy Hercules back and throw down a couple more districts. All right, the spy is in, and like I mentioned earlier, because we have Victor with Embrasure, he can steal tech, or if this spy is in home territory, enemy spies in your lands operate at one level below usual. Very, very good. This spy is going to go and counter spy in St. Petersburg. In Moscow, you shall be building the Eiffel Tower, please. Where is that? Thank you, sir. I'm going to chuck this really bad harbor down, not because I want the harbor, but I do want the trade route and the gold, so we're going to chuck this 3-turn harbor down. I'm going to try and save this gold here for an archaeologist. We also do want to grab a trader in Solikamsk. I might not buy the trader. I might just build it, depending on how many turns it takes. But... or we can just build it in another city and transfer it up here, I suppose. But archaeologists take a lot of production. All the cities with archaeological museums don't have a lot of production, so just buying them outright for 1,600 is probably easiest. Trader's going to be no problem at all. Only 4 turns in Novigrad, so I will just build it here and save this for an archaeologist. Transfer you up here. Put the great work of music in. You shall be counter-spying in St. Petersburg. There's already been a bunch of people trying to spy here. Wait, how did she stop this from flipping now? This is a racket. What? This doesn't even make sense. How did she do this? What a hero. What a legend. Good work, Cynthia. I was hoping this would be ours. Maybe we just don't have enough population pressing nearby. Whatever. Whatever. That's fine. Tis what tis. Gonna trade her one of my duplicate coffees and some Diplo favor for a great work of art there. Also, it's probably time to start theming in here. Do we have enough? These are by Kamal. All right. These are not the same type. Ooh, we can probably theme. Yeah, so we have Rublev, Michelangelo, Rublev, Bosch. Bosch comes up here, and that's a themed museum. Perfect. It's 2 there. All right. Not a bad start. And throw down another national park. Do I have the... I do have the faith for it. Is it because the great writers here? Oh, really? Okay, I have to wait a turn. Everyone remembers the Great Pyramids of Paris. It's weird that she's not building the Eiffel Tower here. It's a little bit strange, but that's all right. But you're going to head up here. Going out of a city with a harbor should give us a big boost and allow us to come over to one of these cities. Lighthouse here for the trade route. That was kind of the whole point. Market here for the trade route. Kind of the whole point. I kind of want to chuck just a single industrial zone, just kind of anywhere, just to be getting the great engineer points in. What's the appeal on these tiles like? These tiles are all pretty bad, and even with Earth Goddess are probably never, or even with Eiffel Tower, are probably never going to be incredible. And if I get a factory here, it gives a production boost to a whole lot of cities. I think I am going to chuck an industrial zone right here. It's not a very good use of Hercules, though, so we'll save him for another district somewhere else. Housing problem in Chertomlik. A neighborhood should be able to fix that up just fine. That's what we'll use Hercules on. You can just head over there for now. Finish up the neighborhood. Should also get him to build a dam in Moscow, actually. Wouldn't mind grabbing Reina, just so we can start getting a little more gold from some of our cities. Reina can head to Solikamsk for now, or Solikamsk. I can never say this, but that'll double up this eventually. We'll be able to double up the gold we're getting from there. As suspected with the harbor in this city, we are able to get down to Montpellier, which is perfect because that'll give us 25% bonus towards tourism with Eleanor. How far away are we from Seaside Resorts? Oh, not too far away. 7 turns. I can finally buy an archaeologist, so I will be doing that in Vologda. Might as well grab a granary here as well. Yeah, these guys are just sleeping, waiting for Seaside Resorts to go down. All right, so we've already hit the next golden age with 18 turns left. So this is just absolutely a ridiculous pace where we're going on right now. Just absolute insanity, which is awesome for us. Grab another national park right here, so we shall, and we will keep grabbing artifacts with our archaeologist. Another national park, absolutely cruising along. This is great. When you are using your archaeologist to find... One second here. We'll talk about... I thought I was going to come up with a choice. We'll talk about it in a second. So when you are using your archaeologist, sometimes it'll tell you what kind of artifact it found, and sometimes you will give it, or it'll give you a choice. You want to try and find different artifacts from different people. It'll make it easier to theme them later. So we have one from Saladin here. So if you get the choice on the next one and it says like barbarians or Russia, try and pick something you don't already have. Oh yeah, a spy from the Chinese Empire was killed, and we're getting a promotion. Well... Dunskies, who is this? Ludmila. Absolutely awesome. I'm going to go surveillance here. You're going to keep being a counter-spying machine. China, 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 China. Make demand. Can I ask for a promise? Stop spying on me, please. All right, fine, China. What do you want for your spy back? Oh, you don't even want to pay much for it. Never mind. We're keeping it. We're keeping the spy. You don't deserve your spy back. This is the choice I was talking about earlier. We have one thing from Saladin. We have one thing from Peter, I believe. So we'll grab one thing from the barbarians. Now, it still matters. It still matters which era these artifacts come from, and you don't get to choose that. But choosing artifacts from different people does make it slightly easier to theme later. So we just hit democracy. Democracy is going to do a few really cool things for us. So let's head in there. The main thing it does, because we're already trying to trade with our allies, your trade route's getting extra food and production, 4 food, 4 production, 4 trading with our allies. We'll give all of our cities with trade routes to the allies, which is who we're trading with. A lot of extra food and production, which is really nice. A discount on gold purchases is really nice as well. Communism and fascism also don't have the right card spread for us. We don't really need 3 military policy slots. So moving in here gives us so many more options to add some cool cards into our kit here. I'm going to add rationalism for the science boost, and I shall add merchant confederation for the gold boost, and I think that'll be perfect. You can also add whistlebanking to double down. I don't think we need the food and production that much, but if you want to add whistlebanking, it'll add these 2 food, 2 production to the 4 you're already getting from democracy. So now you can see if we trade with Sanaa, we're getting 6 production and 4 food. So I actually want to take that and send it from Moscow so it'll build the Eiffel Tower quicker with that extra production. I'm going to buy one last naturalist for this national park up here, and then we're going to spend all our faith for the rest of the game on rock bands. We also have Seaside Resorts coming in on 2 turns, and they'll go on these 4 tiles right here, and then the 1 tile right up here as well. With this factory coming in 6 turns, it'll give a little bit of a production boost to all cities within 6 tiles, which is going to be helpful for us. Seaside resorts are in. A world without radio is a deaf world. That is not true, but you know what? Which tiles have, you need to have full green here. You need to have breathtaking appeal. So we have these two, which can be seaside resorts. So we will put them down. And then as soon as we get Eiffel Tower, which will increase the appeal of all of our tiles, these two will be ready to go as well. Next, we're going to head to computers. Computers is going to give us 25% tourism across our entire empire, which is important to us. Just double checking to make sure no one's building the wonders we're building. You can search them, or you can kind of take a look if you have enough diplomacy. She's building Broadway in 45 turns. That's fine. That's fine. We just need Christo and Eiffel Tower, and that'll be it for wonders for the game for us. Except for that Apadana, if no one's built that yet. We have broadcast centers now. We shall be getting broadcast centers right away. I will buy broadcast centers in cities that don't have a lot of production, like Chertomlik here. I do want to get another trade route out of Moscow. We do need to trade with Wilhelmina. It's Saladin, Tamaris, Eleanor. Wilhelmina is also our ally, so let's go out of Solomansk and trade with Wilhelmina. We're going to have to bring this swordsman up so we can at least clear... Oh, we're going to have to clear a lot of the fog of war up here. All right, this is going to take a minute for that trade route. We found a trade route with Wilhelmina, which is awesome because now we're getting the plus 25% tourism boost with her as well. We want to make sure we're keeping on top of these things and getting as many tourism boosts with everyone as we can. So this should be Christo for us. Now, Christo on its own doesn't do a ton for us, but it has one big ability that is helpful in a tourism game that we'll talk about once we get it. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. We never get Christo. Yo.
My man.
This is sick. We never get Christo. Let's watch this whole thing. I never get to watch this. All right. So Christo, not the best wonder for us. But what it does do, let's go into Christo Redentor. Plus 100% tourism from Seaside Resorts, which is great. We're not going to have too many of those, but it's still quite good. Tourism output from relics and holy cities is not diminished by other civs who have researched enlightenment. So when you get to enlightenment here, where is that? It's around the enlightenment. Religious tourism effects are halved versus your civilization. So getting rid of that boost or that negative multiplier on tourism is helpful in a tourism game. We also have rock bands now, which is sick. So let's go. I wouldn't mind grabbing shipwrecks. Let's grab the 100% tourism card here, heritage tourism, then down to professional sports for ski resorts, and then over to environmentalism maybe. I think that sounds good. First rock bands, I'm definitely setting over to either Eleanor or Wilhelmina. I think that's probably the best. So we'll buy a rock band here. I'm going to also grab a rock band to maybe send in this direction. It depends heavily. Rock bands heavily depend on your promotions, but we're going to try it. So let's see if there's any good promotions here. Space Rock isn't too bad. Spaceports and campuses. I'm not sure how many campuses Wilhelmina or Eleanor is going to have, but 282 science means at least she has a couple, so we'll do that. Also, if you want your name to be on a rock band, channel memberships, they're there. They're in the description. Go get them. We're just going to name this one Bye Bye Eleanor. I like that. Bye Bye. What promotion do we have over here? Performs as if 2 levels more experienced on theater square tiles. Well, that's helpful for us. We'll stick with Deep Poets for this one. Yeah, Wilhelmina has quite a few campuses, so we'll head straight for them. This rock band being so far away from Eleanor really sucks because there's not too many theater squares along the way. Yeah, the AI doesn't really build too many of them, and Eleanor has most of them. It's legitimately like 0 on this continent. Oh, God. How long will it take to get to one? 10 turns isn't too bad. We'll do that. All right, is this going to be the Eiffel Tower? Oh, well, that was hectic. Oh, a free builder. Too bad I don't have a boat unit. Is this it? Is this the Eiffel Tower? 326 faith. What do we get with Earth Goddess after this? I hope it's at least 100. Come on. Yeah, we did it. It's nice when you have France in the game and you snag the Eiffel Tower. It's going down next to a theater square, too. Didn't even think about that. That theater square is getting real good. Entertainment complex and a... Wow, how cool is this view? I'm taking a snapshot of this. How cool is the Eiffel Tower across from the Christo view? That is so cool. Man, look at how green that is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So we can get another seaside resort here once that cavalry goes away. This one still needs a minute. It's because there's a rainforest here, so I'm going to go and get rid of that rainforest. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. That's so cool. So cool. Well, I think that's a great spot to end this episode. We will definitely be winning this game in the next video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had fun making it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you did, hit the like and subscribe button. That way you'll never miss another video and other people will find this one easier. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching and we will see you in the next one.